Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Appalachian Trail Summer 2025. It is day number 12, and I am already a good 45 minutes to an hour into this hike. It is supposed to be a hot scorcher today, and I got started early this morning. I have a 9-mile day. I started back at the road I started at yesterday, but yesterday I went south, and today back on the northbound track again. So this morning from Prom Fret Road, northbound mile marker 1737.4, and we are going to northbound mile marker 1746.4 to White River Junction. There is a bridge there, and I've got some good memories coming off the trail, going down the road and walking over that bridge back in 2014. And we are going to do the same today. Today, the name of the game is to stay hydrated, fueled, and take it easy because it is supposed to be hot. That's why I started early. That's why I did those 4.4 miles yesterday. And we're going to try to knock these 9 miles out before noon today. So right now, as soon as I started, it was like a straight up 0.5 climb. And just took my time getting up that because it is already muggy and nasty out here. I am carrying an extra liter of water just to make sure I've got enough water today. And so got up that climb, and now looks like I'm on an old railroad bed or an old road of sorts. And we are slightly going downhill. And today, not too bad, 2,100 of ascent, 2,700 of descent. And then we will be down into White River, the White River Junction. And then I'm excited because tomorrow is New Hampshire. So this is a great hike today. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow because a couple miles, I don't know if it's 2.5 miles, you're actually on a road walk to the Vermont-New Hampshire bridge where you cross over into New Hampshire. And I just remember being so happy back in 2014 when I did that stretch. And I believe I am going to be happy tomorrow. So, y'all, it's going to be a hot one. It is muggy. I was going to say it was buggy, but there's no bugs out yet. Keep your fingers crossed. So we are rocking and rolling today. Hopefully, I'll be done before this afternoon because it is supposed to be a scorcher today. It is supposed to be a scorcher tomorrow. And then the temperatures are supposed to cool back off again. And I will be looking forward to that. But this is just part of it. You cannot predict the weather. I thought I was going to be coming up here, getting out of the hot heat, Charlotte sun. And I guess I brought it with me. So, y'all, I'm going to keep on cruising. And I'll get back with you sometime mid-hike. All right, y'all, I am over halfway through, and I can tell the heat is coming. I'm going to define the first part of this day. Muggy, sweaty, buggy. I am lathered up with 100% deep. Again, like I'm at the beach putting suntan lotion on. And I have just been drinking electrolytes, and I've been eating. And every water source I see, I have been stopping, filling up, drinking some there, refilling all my bottles. And basically, I have been carrying over 3 liters of water, probably close to 4, because my Catadine Be Free is a liter. And then I've got two 2-liter bottles, and then, so we'll say 3.5, and another bottle that is 20 ounces. And y'all hear this water right here. I do not have to stop because I just filled up. And I am at my water capacity, which is great. And I've only got, I don't know, I'm over halfway now. I'm going to say about 4 miles to go. And the majority of that climbing was this morning. So now I've just got downhill and then little bits of climbing. Hopefully you guys can hear those birds. They sound great. And I had another bird run out in front of me, like a grouse-like bird. I don't know if it was a grouse or a turkey, but it made that little sound. Not really like that, but y'all get the point. When it came out of the bushes, and I was like, dang it, I missed it. So today, lots of climbing in the beginning. Then we came down and went through a farm field across the street, and somebody was weed eating and mowing their lawn. And every time I smell fresh cut grass and somebody weed eating, it reminds me of my dad mowing the yard when I was little. I don't know why, but that fresh cut grass smell just reminds me of Jester Sr. So Dad, I'm thinking about you. So then we climbed up through a pasture, and luckily it was pretty shady. And then back into the green tunnel. And now all that climbing is done for the most part, and we are working our way down with some little blips up here and there. And then I will pop out on a road and cross over the White River Junction. There's a bridge there, and the water's moving pretty fast there because on the way up here to get where I started at Pomfret Road, we went right over the bridge. So that was pretty cool. And I know last time, I don't know if through hikers do this anymore. I know Jester's not going to do this. People were, through hikers, whoever was out there, were jumping off the bridge into the water. And I'm too old for that now. Jester in her 20s would have run down the road, jumped off the bridge, and not thought a thing about it. But Jester, who is marching her way toward 52 years old and has goals and plans, is not going to jump off any bridge into water. So anyway, who knows who might be down there playing in the water, because again, it is a warm day. So y'all, I will be back probably when I pop out on that road and close out the episode. All right, y'all. This is a tip. Now, it's not going to be a pleasant tip. It's actually a nasty tip, but it works. And what I mean by that is I've had to pull out all the stops, the 100% DEET, and my pee rag to keep these mosquitoes off of me today. So me and my girlfriends, when we were out hiking in 2015, at one of our places we were camping, we were swarmed by mosquitoes. And we all put our pee rags on our head, and they went away. Same thing happened when me and two of my girlfriends, we were out hiking the Wonderland Trail. And day 2 or 3, we stopped to eat lunch. And we were literally swarmed by mosquitoes. So today I was like, I'm going to have to do it. Now, a lot of females will use the Kula cloth, and the Kula cloth will dangle on the outside of their pack. So maybe that's a deterrent. I've tried the Kula cloth. I just don't like it. Nothing against it. I have always just used a bandana. And when the Kula cloth came out, I tried it and just decided to stick with my bandana. But y'all, today I've had to pull out the pea cloth. I guess this won't work with the gentlemen. Y'all don't need a pea cloth. But ladies, as gross as it sounds, and y'all, I will clean up later, I have wrapped this bandana around my neck. And I've peed several times today because I'm drinking a lot of water. And it's my own stuff on the cloth is the way I'm looking at it. But I have wrapped it around my neck and they're staying away from me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the urine smell, but 100% DEET is not working. So I've had to pull out all the stops. And when I get in certain areas, they go away regardless. But when I go downhill into a boggy area, which I've been in for about a half a mile, they come full force like an army coming out of nowhere that's been hidden in the woods. So I had to put on my full armor. And it seems to work. I don't know why. I don't know how. But that was not a mosquito. That was some other kind of bug trying to get me. All right, y'all. I have come to a slab. Anyway, that's just the tip. You don't have to do it all the time. But sometimes things call for elite strong measures. And this is one of those times. All right, I'm just taking y'all with me up this ledge. Let me see here. You could hear them. Oh my gosh. They come right up to my rag, buzz, and then they go away. All right, got up that cliff. Really wasn't a cliff. It was a nice little slab. Anyway. All right, I'll stop here. Just a tip. You don't have to use it. But I'm telling you, when you have to bring out all your armor, all your little tips you've learned, it works. So I'm going to walk with this thing around my neck for a while. All right. I've got about 2 miles. I'll be back to close out the episode. All right, y'all. I am headed down. Less than a mile to go. And I want to talk to you guys about something. So it's taken me 12 days. So this is the 12th day. And normally on trail, I'll cry on trail just as a confession. And it's not crying because I'm boohooing. It's crying because even in the hardest times, today it has been so warm. And I've had to really make sure I drink water. Had to make sure I eat properly. I've had to make sure, I put my pea rag around my neck to keep the bugs off of me. And all of that is just, keeping your mentalities about you. And about a half a mile back, popped up over the last hill, and I saw on far out there was a viewpoint there. And when I got there, there were 2 benches. And one of the benches said, just sit and relax. And the other bench said, welcome to Vermont. For the southbounders that are just now getting into Vermont. And I don't know. Something just came over me that I am so grateful and thankful. I don't care if it's burning up outside. I don't care if I have to alter the miles. I don't care what anybody says. I am so thankful to be out on this trail that brings me so much joy. I just start crying. And I'm not going to start crying now. I'm going to avoid that. But I'm not going to avoid that. I don't know. Maybe I will. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe, when you have a newborn baby, you have that same emotion that you're crying, tears of joy. And maybe when you have a grandson or a granddaughter, you're crying tears. You're just so happy you just start crying. And it took 12 days, but that's what happened to me today. And I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for a body that can still do this. I'm thankful for the miracle of my foot. I'm thankful for my surgeon that fixed me. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful in my career that I get to impact students on a daily basis. And sometimes those days are really hard. And they're not tears of joy. They're tears of frustration. And how can I help this student? And how do I help them see they can get a job? And it doesn't matter where you work. And everybody's got to start somewhere. And I get to do that on a daily basis. And I've even had a student reach out to me, it was about a week ago. And, Miss Gayhart, where are you? What's happening? We miss you. And I said, I'm in Vermont. I'm hiking. So just that impact of most people on their summer breaks, they have to get other jobs because they're supporting a family or, they need to pay their bills. They can't take 60 days and go out in the woods and do whatever they want to do and hike the Appalachian Trail. And I'm just so thankful for that, that I actually took an educational job so I could start this journey. And everybody that's on this trail has a journey. And tears of joy today. So thankful, so grateful. And I'm thankful for y'all that people listen to this podcast. And I don't know why. People listen to me ramble on. So I will stop rambling. Y'all, I'm almost done for the day. And I'm thankful for that as well. And thanks for listening. Be safe out there. Find whatever brings you joy and tears of joy at the same time. And make that a goal that you do that time after time. And I promise you, your life will be different. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Be safe out there. Happy section hiking.